Imagine that the world is full of hidden signs, hints, and predictions that surround us everywhere. But we are so immersed in our daily routine that we simply do not notice them. But sometimes fate literally screams at us, "Look." Here it is, a warning about the future. Have you ever experienced a strange premonition that eventually came true? Or noticed repeated numbers on the clock, strange dreams, or unexpected coincidences? Perhaps this is not just an accident. Many great minds of the past believed that the world leaves us secret messages that can predict the future. In this video, we will figure out what hidden signs surround us every day, how to decipher them, and, most importantly, how to use them to avoid danger or attract good luck. Watch this video to the end, and you will never pass by the signs of fate again. Signs that we don't notice. The human brain is designed so that it filters out thousands of little things happening around us. But sometimes, among these little things, there are signs pointing to the future. Nature, numbers, random words, and even our own dreams can hint at events that are about to happen. Consider the most common signs that can predict the future. Repeating numbers. If you often see the same numbers on the clock, 11:11, 22:22, it may not be just a coincidence. Numerologists believe that such numbers carry hidden messages. 11:11 is considered a sign of new beginnings, which suggests that you need to pay attention to your thoughts and desires, as they may soon come to life. 333 is a sign of protection and support of higher powers. If you are in a difficult situation and you see 3 threes, it may be a signal that everything is going right. 444 is a symbol of stability and a solid foundation. This may mean that you are on the right track. Some people claim that when they saw special numbers before important events, they felt as if they had been warned in advance. Strange coincidences. Have you ever thought about a person and he suddenly called you? Or they read some information and then suddenly came across it in a completely different place? Coincidence is one of the most mysterious ways in which fate tells us that something important is coming. The famous Swiss psychologist Carl Jung called it synchronicity, and the phenomenon when unrelated events have a hidden meaning. Dreams as a prediction. At all times, people believed that dreams could predict the future. History knows many cases when dreams warned people about upcoming events. Abraham Lincoln, shortly before his death, had a dream in which he found himself in the White House in front of a coffin. It was an ominous prediction that came true a few weeks later. Many famous scientists and writers said that in their dreams they came up with ideas that later changed the world. For example, the periodic table, which the scientists saw in a dream. If you dream of something strange and repetitive, perhaps this is a sign that you should pay attention to. Natural signs. Animals and nature can also give us hints. In ancient times, people relied on the behavior of birds, cats, and even the shape of clouds to predict the weather and important events. If a cat leaves the house for no apparent reason, in some cultures, it was considered a warning of trouble. Birds knocking on the window can be a sign of change or even messengers of news. In Japan, before earthquakes, animals behave restlessly. They feel the approach of a catastrophe, long before it is recorded by instruments. Sudden sensations and intuition. Have you ever had an inexplicable feeling of anxiety suddenly appear? Or, on the contrary, the feeling that everything is going perfectly? Intuition is our hidden prediction tool. Many successful people are from businessmen to pre-war strategists. They rely on their intuition when making decisions. If something bothers you for no apparent reason, perhaps your brain has picked up some hidden signals that you are not aware of. Stories of real predictions. To make sure that the signs of fate really exist, let's look at some real stories. A story about a passenger of the Titanic. One person refused a ticket to the Titanic because of a bad feeling. He couldn't explain why, but something inside him said it wasn't worth going. As a result, he remained alive. The tragedy in New York, before the events of the 11th of September, many people said that they had a strange feeling of anxiety. Some even canceled their trips to the office that day. These stories show that if you listen carefully to the signs around you, you can avoid danger. How to learn to recognize the signs of fate. Now that we have figured out what signs can warn about the future, let's talk about how to learn to notice them. Enter a diary of strange events, coincidences, and dreams. Sometimes the meaning of the sign becomes clear only after a while. Listen to your intuition. If you have a feeling of anxiety or, conversely, inspiration, do not ignore it. Pay attention to repeated symbols and numbers. If the same number haunts you throughout the day, try to find out its value. Learn to observe the world around you. Sometimes signs of fate can manifest themselves in casual conversations, books, music, or even inscriptions on the walls. Now that you know what secret signs can predict the future, it's time to start noticing them. Perhaps tomorrow, fate will send you a sign that will change your life. If you were interested, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so as not to miss even more amazing facts about our world. And in the comments, tell us if there have been premonitions in your life that have come true. Let's discuss it together.